Let's create one more tutorial in FreeCAD. In this video you'll learn to use pad, pocket and fillet. So open the FreeCAD and let's go. The first step to create this part, we will select the top plane and make this sketch. We will create the base first, and here will be the midpoint, and the first thing that we make, we will create this rectangle with 40 millimeters by 120. So go to create a sketch and select the top plane and select center red rectangle. Click here in the midpoint, 40 millimeters by 120, press OK. And in the base, we have two holes with 50 millimeters of diameter, and the distance between this circle here and this edge, 15 millimeters, and the same in this side here. So select a circle, make a circle here in this line here with 15 millimeters, and make another one here. And go to dimension. The distance between the circle and this edge here is 15 millimeters, and here 15 millimeters. And in the corners we have a fillet with 5 millimeters of radius. So go to fillet, select this edge here, and go to dimension. The radius here, the radius is 5 millimeters, and go to constraint, select equal, select this arc and this one, select this arc and this one, select this arc and this one. Now leave the sketch. We need to extrude this, so go to pad, and the length here is 10 millimeters. So the length 10 millimeters and press OK. We made this base. Now we will select this face here to create a sketch, and we'll make this sketch here. We have the dimensions here, okay? So the first thing that we'll make here, we'll create an arc with 35 millimeters of radius. So select this face and go to create a sketch. And go to arc from center, click here on this line, make an arc here with 35 millimeters of length. And go to dimension. The distance between the center of this arc and the midpoint will be 95 plus 10. So select this point here, 95 plus 10 millimeters. Press OK. I will move this a little bit here. And here go to external projection. Selected this point here and this point here. Okay. And now we will create this line here. This line has 60 millimeters, and we will create two lines here, okay? So select line. Make a line here with 60 millimeters of length. And go to constraints and select horizontal vertical. Select this point and this point here. And here, select line, click at this point, make a line here. And click at this point, make a line here. Between this point and this point here. And go to horizontal vertical, make this a vertical line and make this a vertical line. And select this point here and this point here. We made this one. So leave the sketch. The thickness of this area is 6 millimeters. So go to pad, reverse the direction. The length here is 6 millimeters and press OK. And now we will create this cylinder here. 35 millimeters of radius. So select this face and go to create a sketch. Go to external projection, select this edge here, and go to circle. Click here and this point, make a circle here with 70 millimeters of diameter. And here, leave the sketch. Go to pad. We need to extrude this 6 millimeters to this side and 46 millimeters to this side, okay? So the mode here, select the two side and the side one, 6 millimeters, and the side two, 46 millimeters, and press OK. And now we will create this rib here. So to create this rib, go to create a sketch and select the front plane. And here go to external projection, select this edge here, this point here, active the toggle section view, select this point, and select a polyline, make this sketch here. Go to constraint, select horizontal vertical, select this point and this point here. Make this line horizontal and vertical lines, okay? The distance between this edge here and the midpoint is 20 millimeters. And the thickness here, this line here has 6 millimeters, okay? So here, go to dimension. The distance here is 6 millimeters. And the distance between this point and the midpoint is 20 millimeters. And the distance here between this point and the midpoint, sorry, let me rotate this. Here we'll use the 95 millimeters, okay? And in this point here, we'll make an external projection of this edge here. And go to constraint, select the coincident, select this point and this point here. We made this, leave the sketch, and go to pad. We needed to extrude this 6 millimeters. So the mode here, select symmetric, the length 6 millimeters, and press OK. Now we will create this rectangle here, this rib in the other side. And this rib has 6 millimeters of length. And it is coincident with this face and coincident with the cylinder, okay? We don't need too much dimension here, so go to create a sketch, select the front plane, and go to external projection. Select this face here. And select this edge here, this point here, okay? So active the toggle section view and go to rectangle, click here in this point, make a rectangle here. Okay, and go to constraint, select the coincident, select this point and this point here. And the distance here, 90 millimeters or 70 millimeters, no problem. It's enough, okay? And go to pad, the mode here symmetric, the length 6 millimeters, and press OK. And now we will create this profile here and the front plane. And the first thing that we make, we'll create the circle with 12 millimeters of diameter. And the distance between the center of the circle and the midpoint here is 42 plus 95 plus 10, okay? So go to create a sketch and select the front plane. Sorry. And active the toggle section view, select a circle, make a circle here with 12 millimeters of diameter, and go to dimension. The distance between this point and this point here is 42 plus 95 plus 10 millimeters, and press OK. And now we will create this sketch here, this arc with 14 millimeters of radius, and create these two lines here, 3 lines. And the distance, this line here has 42 millimeters of length, okay? So select center point arc, click here in this point, make an arc here with 14 millimeters. And go to constraint, select horizontal vertical, select this point and the center of the circle, the same in the side. And select polyline, click here in this point. Make this sketch. And go to dimension. The distance between this line here and this point is 42 millimeters. And leave the sketch. Go to pad, the mode here, select symmetric, and the length here is 42 plus 3 plus 32. 32 here, okay? Sorry, I said 42, but it is 32. So the length here, 32 plus 32 plus 3 millimeters, and press OK. Now we will create the cut in this face, so select this face and go to create a sketch. And to create a cut here, we needed to create a circle with 30 millimeters of radius and create these two lines here. And the distance between these two lines is 3 millimeters. So select the external projection and select this arc here. And go to arc from center, click here in this point. This arc has 30 millimeters of radius. Go to dimension, 30 millimeters here. And go to constraints, horizontal, vertical, select this point and this point here. And the distance between these 2 points is 3 millimeters. I will move the dimension here a little bit, active the toggle section view. And here select polyline, click here in this point. Or select line, click here in this point, make a line here. Make another line here and make another line here. Make sure that this line is a vertical line and horizontal line here. And the distance between this line here, this point, and this point here is 56 millimeters. Let me make this coincident here. And that's it. Leave the sketch, go to pocket, and the type here, select it through all and press OK. And now to finish this exercise, we needed to create this fillet here with 16 millimeters of radius. So go to fillet, select this edge here and select this edge. The radius here 16 millimeters and press OK. And that's it. Here we finish our exercise. Thanks for watching, subscribe my channel for more and see you in the next videos. Bye bye.